Before we start, please watch my previous video. The link will be in the description. Amy Schneider returned for her 33rd game on Jeopardy. She won a 32-day total of $1,101,601 and is now tied in third place for the most consecutive wins. As explained in the previous video, Ken Jennings' introduction was, "Our champion, Amy Schneider, has, in our time with us, now responded correctly to over 1,000 clues. Will she roll into another weekend as a Jeopardy champion? Or is it Louise or Rachel's turn to start a streak of their own?" Whether or not Ken Jennings thinks of these preambles himself, what I'm wondering at this point is who actually keeps track of all this. In the mini anecdotal interviews, Ken reminds Amy she and James Holzhauer are tied. Amy Schneider, our returning champion from Oakland, now tied with James Holzhauer. And I love it when anybody gets to put something in James Holzhauer's face, don't get me wrong, but the audience laughs before Ken asks, "What's that like? What were your expectations for yourself coming on the show?" Amy answers, coming on the show, I was confident. I knew that, I was like, if things go my way, I could win 3 or 4 games. Wasn't anything like this for sure. But yeah, once I started getting a streak going and realizing that did sort of become a target of mine. Divisive contestant. Ken laughs, then comments, "I love James, but he's a target of mine too." The audience laughs, and this is how the anecdote ends. After her 30-second win, I was gonna add Amy probably didn't even think she'd make it this far. In fact, I typed out my thoughts after Amy's 30-second win, then I thought, nah, I'll save it until after Amy beats Matt Amodio's streak, which seems possible. Then I saw this anecdote and I thought, maybe I should have added it. On the night show beat James Holzhauer's 32-day record, Amy got all 3 of the daily doubles. Amy got the first daily double, risked $2,000, and went to $7,400. The Irish Fright of 1688 affected thousands in England with fear of slaughter from marauders of this religion. Louise answers, "What are Protestants?" which is incorrect. Amy answers, "What are Catholics?" I actually thought Protestants were a sub-religion of Catholicism, or Christianity, one of those two, so I was really confused. Amy entered the first round winning $9,000. Rachel was in second place at $3,000, and Louise was in third place at $600. Amy got the second daily double, risked her trademark $4,000, and went to $14,200. Amy got the third daily double, risked $6,000, and went to $25,400. Rachel was actually doing quite well in some of the categories. Amy ended Double Jeopardy winning $30,200. Rachel was in second place at $3,800, and Louise was in third place at $3,000. The final Jeopardy category was Cemeteries and Memorials. The question was, 60,000 are at rest in a national memorial cemetery opened in 1949 in the crater of an extinct volcano in the States. The only guesses I could have thought were Hawaii and Alaska, neither of which became states until 1955, so I thought probably California. The answer was Hawaii. That was a curveball because the 1949 clue really threw me off. I would have guessed Hawaii otherwise. None of the contestants answered correctly. Amy wagered $20,000, bringing her final score down to $10,200, her lowest final Jeopardy total. She's now at a 33-day total of $1,111,800. Look at all those ones. Matt wagered $20,000 and ended winning $55,400. She beat James Holzhauer's record the second time this season a contestant was able to do so. The previous was Matt Amodio, and the only question now is, will she be able to beat Matt Amodio's record? We'll have to wait over a week and see. And as always, thank you for watching.